In Renegade Immortal, Wang Lin's disciple 13 had just barely recovered, yet fate dealt him another cruel blow. His body was crippled once again. And while tragedy struck his companion, Wang Lin's fury was about to shake the heavens themselves. After entering the ancient demon city with 13 and Hu Pao, Wang Lin's unmatched strength quickly made waves among the demon army. His sheer power caught the attention of the left-wing demon general, who immediately appointed him as a commander. But Wang Lin's ambitions didn't stop there. Together with Yao Shixue, he ventured deep into the mysterious Immortal Emperor's cave, a place said to contain remnants of ancient power. Inside, Wang Lin broke through once again, stepping firmly into the late-stage soul transformation realm, an achievement that made him nearly unstoppable. But when he returned to the military camp, something was wrong. His position as commander had been replaced, and worse, both 13 and Hu Pao had vanished without a trace. As Wang Lin approached the camp's rear, a towering figure clad in black armor appeared, leading tens of thousands of demon soldiers in perfect formation. They stood in his path, trying to block his way. Yet Wang Lin didn't even slow down. The pressure radiating from his body alone was enough to scatter the soldiers before him, clearing a path as he strode forward with cold determination. Inside, the entire army was already assembled for battle. Behind the black armored giant stood 4 commanders. One of them, Sima Yan, someone Wang Lin recognized. Fear flashed in Sima Yan's eyes the moment their gazes met. When the black-armored man ordered Wang Lin's arrest, the 4 commanders attacked together, unleashing powerful demonic energy. Phantom beasts roared behind them, filling the air with an overwhelming aura. But Wang Lin was no longer the same man they once knew. Having reached the peak of late-stage soul transformation, his power was terrifying. With a single cold word, retreat. His voice alone carried such might that 3 of the commanders instantly faltered, unable to move forward. Only the strongest among them could barely endure. Unbothered, Wang Lin continued walking through the ranks. Veterans who once served under him looked on with complicated expressions, while newer recruits trembled at his overwhelming presence. The only one still standing in his way was the black-armored commander, but even he was beginning to lose ground. Desperate, the armored giant demanded to know why Wang Lin had returned. After all, Wang Lin had vanished for a year, stripped of his position, and now came back stronger than ever, clearly seeking answers. But the only thing on Wang Lin's mind was the fate of his 2 followers, 13 and Hu Pao. Then Wang Lin moved, 7 consecutive steps, each one hammering like thunder on the heart of the armored giant. The pressure shattered the man's composure, forcing him a step back, and in that instant, the balance of power broke. Wang Lin's aura erupted like a tidal wave as he struck. The giant roared and summoned his demonic energy, conjuring the phantom of a colossal Xuanwu divine beast to block the attack. But Wang Lin's finger glowed with terrifying energy, drawing on the power of heaven and earth itself. When his finger touched the Xuanwu's tail, cracks spread like lightning, and in moments, the massive beast shattered into fragments of spiritual energy. The black armor splintered apart. The man coughed blood and dropped to one knee. The camp fell silent. Without hesitation, Wang Lin seized Sima Yan by the throat. His eyes burned with killing intent as he demanded, in an icy voice, "Where are 13 and Hu Pao?" Sima Yan's body trembled under that terrifying gaze. He stammered out that the 2 had disappeared about half a year after Wang Lin's departure, but Wang Lin didn't believe a word. Without hesitation, he extended a finger and performed the soul search technique, forcibly diving into Sima Yan's memories. Sima Yan's screams echoed through the camp as his memories unraveled before Wang Lin's eyes like a living scroll. He saw everything. After Wang Lin left, 13 and Hu Pao argued about whether to keep waiting. Hu Pao chose to return to his tribe, but 13 stayed behind, faithful and stubborn. Before Hu Pao could leave, Sima Yan appeared under the pretext of military violation, capturing him effortlessly and crippling his cultivation. The poor man was thrown into a dark cell. But 3 months later, despite heavy guards, Hu Pao mysteriously vanished. Even Sima Yan didn't know how. 13 tried to resist when Hu Pao was taken, but he was overpowered. His bones were shattered, and just when he was about to be thrown into prison, the black-armored commander stepped in and took the dying 13 away. As these images faded, Wang Lin's rage reached its peak. He laughed coldly, repeating the word "good" over and over as a chilling aura filled the air. Without mercy, he unleashed the killing immortal technique. In an instant, Sima Yan's body withered and collapsed into a pool of blood and flesh. When the last drop hit the ground, Wang Lin's gaze snapped toward the black-armored commander. It was this man who had taken 13. In a flash, Wang Lin appeared before him. The commander, realizing he had no chance of victory, confessed the truth. Years ago, the demon general had ordered his troops to seek out cultivators with powerful physiques. 13's body refining technique fit perfectly, so he was handed over to the demon general himself. Hearing this, Wang Lin's killing intent flickered but faded. Although the man had given 13 away, he had also saved him from certain death. In Wang Lin's eyes, the debts balanced out. So without another word, he turned and vanished into the air, transforming into a streak of light heading straight for the demon general's palace at the center of the ancient demon city. But when he arrived, he found every teleportation array leading inside sealed off. The demon general was in seclusion, and no one was permitted to enter. For a brief moment, guilt struck Wang Lin's heart. He realized that 13 and Hu Pao's suffering all began because of his absence. Rationally, it was madness to challenge the entire demon army for two people who held no blood ties to him. But Wang Lin was not a man ruled by fear or logic. He followed his heart, his Tao. If he turned away now, then what meaning would his path of cultivation even hold? And so, with his decision made, Wang Lin's gaze turned cold as he whispered to himself, no matter how dangerous the road ahead, he would save 13. The path to the demon general's palace was nothing short of a fortress, 6 massive gates, each one protected by powerful barriers and guarded by thousands of demon soldiers. No teleportation could bypass it. Anyone who wanted to enter had to fight their way through. Wang Lin appeared before the 6th gate, his presence like a storm. The guards immediately shouted warnings, but he didn't even flinch. With a flick of his wrist, his immortal sword appeared in a burst of light. One step, and the sword roared forward. The sword light flashed like lightning, and in the blink of an eye, every guard who dared block him was torn apart. Wang Lin stepped onto the sword, his eyes calm and cold. A single massive sword beam cleaved through the air, shattering the 6th gate to dust. Beyond it lay a vast plaza, filled with thousands of demon soldiers already in formation. Their battle cries thundered like waves. But Wang Lin remained motionless, his robes fluttering as he lifted his hand and cast a spell. A violent whirlwind erupted around him, tearing through the demonic army as he cut a bloody path toward the 5th gate. With another burst of immortal power, he pressed his palm forward. The 5th gate collapsed instantly. Behind it, tens of thousands more demon soldiers were waiting. Their combined demonic energy gathered into an overwhelming tide, so fierce that even Wang Lin had to take a step back. Surrounded front and back, Wang Lin's expression didn't change. He simply raised his finger and used his ultimate killing move once more, the annihilation finger. A chilling wind swept across the battlefield, and within a 100-foot radius, demon soldiers crumbled one after another, their life force completely drained. That energy surged into Wang Lin's body as he broke through the encirclement, charging straight for the 4th gate. Still, the demon general hadn't appeared. Wang Lin's eyes grew colder. Gray killing aura surged from his body as the killing immortal technique erupted, dyeing the sky red. He charged like a thunderbolt into the sea of enemies. Every flick of his wrist, every swing of his sword ended lives. But this was the heart of the demonic lands, and the army's strength was endless. Tens of thousands more soldiers appeared, merging their demonic power into phantom beasts and spiritual weapons, launching wave after wave of deadly attacks. Wang Lin knew the truth. No single person could fight an army forever. Even he, with his late-stage soul transformation cultivation, was burning through his immortal power fast. The only thing keeping him standing was the killing immortal technique, which absorbed the life force of every fallen demon and turned it into strength. But even that had its limits. As the enemy numbers grew, Wang Lin clenched his jaw and used the demon transformation finger. His finger glowed with terrifying light, and in an instant, every demon soldier within 100 feet self-destructed in a chain of explosions. The earth turned crimson. Wang Lin stepped across the blood-soaked ground, turning it into a blood dragon that roared ahead, devouring the giant python elder who tried to stop him. The 3rd gate shattered before his unstoppable advance. Behind it, 5 powerful elders in the late soul transformation stage emerged with tens of thousands of troops. Wang Lin knew brute force wouldn't be enough anymore. So he used the secret technique taught by Situ Nan, the yellow spring finger, a move close to a low-grade immortal art. With a faint sigh, he raised his pinky and whispered softly, "Yellow spring." The sky darkened. Thunder rumbled. The heavens themselves turned into a massive scroll painting, and gray mist coiled together into the deadly finger of judgment. Wang Lin merged with that power and charged the second gate. The 5 elders tried to stop him, but the yellow spring finger blasted them backward, coughing blood. The gate exploded under its force. Inside, a short commander appeared, forming a white energy sphere to block the attack. He lasted only 3 breaths before being hurled 100 feet away. Even as he struggled, he shouted, calling himself the first commander under the demon general, and demanded to know why Wang Lin had come. Wang Lin's reply was cold and simple, "I'm here to see the demon general." The commander's defenses shattered completely, and the finger's power sent him flying backward, crashing through the first gate itself. And then, a tall figure stepped out. The demon general had finally appeared. With a single punch, he unleashed his legendary technique, the 10 collapse fist intent. Each strike hit like a tsunami, and by the 10th collapse, the shockwave leveled the battlefield, shaking the entire city. Wang Lin was forced back several meters, and the ground around them crumbled to dust. When the dust settled, the demon general stood proudly, his aura surging like an ocean. He looked at Wang Lin and praised him, "Such power, your finger strike truly lives up to its name." But then his eyes hardened. "If you want to speak to me," he said coldly, "survive my 100 waves of the demon sea first." With that, he unleashed a tidal wave of demonic energy. 30 massive waves crashed down at once, each carrying the weight of mountains. Wang Lin retreated, feeling the suffocating power of the demon sea pressing from all directions. Still, his eyes remained fixed on the demon general. "Where is 13?" he demanded. But the demon general only sneered, saying that if Wang Lin could survive his final attack, he'd be qualified to ask. The demon general soared 100 zhang into the sky, his power peaking. Wang Lin knew this was a foe far beyond himself. Fighting to the death here would be meaningless. Yet his heart refused to back down. He took a deep breath and remembered that vast, heaven-shattering handprint from the shattered immortal realm. He centered his mind, opened his eyes, and stared down from above, and in that instant, the demon general, this proud powerhouse, suddenly felt small. Like an ant before a god. Wang Lin slowly lifted his right hand and pressed down. The sky turned black. All light vanished as the air itself began to tremble. A gigantic palm formed above, descending slowly with an aura that seemed to crush the heavens. To the demon general, that palm wasn't just power, it was the world itself collapsing. He roared in defiance, his fighting spirit blazing to its peak. He met the attack head-on with every ounce of strength he had, and then the palm fell. It brushed past him gently, like a breeze. No pain, no wound. Yet the demon general froze completely, his body trembling. His soul screamed. In that silence, Wang Lin landed gracefully, his voice calm and cold. "You are already dead." The word struck deeper than any wound. The demon general's spirit shattered. A total defeat, not of the body, but of the heart. He looked at Wang Lin, his expression complicated. What divine art is that?" he asked, awe and fear in his voice. Wang Lin only replied, "This move," but said nothing more. The demon general quickly realized, Wang Lin hadn't fully mastered it. Yet when Wang Lin invited him to try again, his heart wavered. 90% of him believed it was a bluff, but that last 10%, the memory of death, paralyzed him. In the end, he backed down. When Wang Lin once more demanded to know where 13 was, the demon general finally confessed. 18 people with extraordinary physiques had been chosen to refine a powerful demonic weapon, and 13 was among them. However, he admitted that the refining hadn't started yet. If Wang Lin was willing to cooperate, he would release 13. But in exchange, Wang Lin would have to take responsibility for the chaos he caused, the tens of thousands of demon soldiers he slaughtered, and the destruction of the city's gates. The demon general proposed a deal. In 3 months, Wang Lin must return to the capital and assist him in the demon general competition. If Wang Lin agreed, all grudges would be cleared. And if he refused, the demon general vowed to fight him to the death. Now regarding Wang Lin as an equal, the demon general appointed him as first deputy general, promising that if he placed in the top 3 during the competition, he'd personally recommend him to the demon emperor, granting him control of a city and 100,000 soldiers. After a long silence, Wang Lin accepted. The demon general kept his word and immediately released 13, who, though unconscious, was still alive. With one last glance toward the palace, Wang Lin lifted 13 in his arms, his expression unreadable, and soared into the skies, leaving behind a city drenched in blood and silence. He would return in 3 months.